Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night's Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode number 6 live stream. Thank you for stopping by. I did a terrible job of advertising this one at the last minute. Please forgive me. But as usual, I am joined by my co-host, my legacy co-host, him and I started this together, Joker Voice. Hey, man, how are you doing?
I'm a little tired. I woke up about half an hour ago, but when you work the hours I do, it's common.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely work some odd hours, man. I might be going back to a job soon that does that. Yeah.
Stripping? Are you going back to stripping?
What's that?
Are you going back to stripping?
I am, yes. In assless chaps.
Good money in that. Good money.
There's good money in that.
Can be, yeah,
Absolutely. No shame.
and welcome to Tyler the Redbeard.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming back. And then, of course, last and certainly not least, he is the youngest of us. He does a lot of our book research. To be honest, that would be Shadow of Hawk. I can't knock the kid for that. How you doing?
What research?
What research? I don't know. You read a lot of books.
Yes.
We are on season 2, episode number 6, which is called The Old Gods and the New. Now, for anybody who's watched House of the Dragon, we know that they're, of course, in Game of Thrones a little bit too, but House of the Dragon touches on it more. They're old gods, they're new gods. I'm looking at the chat here. Apparently Shadow was first. Is that true?
Doesn't really matter.
Probably not.
Doesn't really matter.
Maybe to Larry. I don't know. And Samuel is at work. Hey, fellas, busy at work. Carrie
carry on.
We're done. Kmart brand Tolkien. Good.
Wow. Hey, this isn't Tolkien.
Wow.
This is
Kmart version of Tolkien.
Well, he's saying rotund Kmart brand. So he's saying that. He's saying that the Martin is a shell of what Tolkien is, which
Tolkien made a history. Martin ripped off War of the Flowers or something, whatever.
The War of the Roses.
War of the Roses. That one. Sorry, I don't care about the Brits enough to memorize their history.
Oh, wow. We're going
racist.
We're going with
you people.
Going with the discrimination.
I believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah. So it's always the young kids in college that their minds are poisoned.
Starting off early, yeah.
So I just want to give everybody a shout out. Everybody's links are down in the description, and if actually I need to add a couple, so I will do that while we're going through. But JV actually dropped last week's news today. I was gonna drop some videos, but I wasn't feeling well, so that's why I'm a little under the weather. But at least he's working. Somebody's working. And the other two guys, not sure if you guys did or not. So
I got audio recorded. Aside from that, not too much.
Directed by David Nutter.
Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Nutter. All right. So we're kind of opening on a pretty intense scene.
A little bit, yeah.
Intense, yeah.
Quite a dour note, one might say.
So we got Mr. Lewin just basically going, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck.
Pretty much.
No.
And
this.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is like being a Sumerian and suddenly a bunch of freaking Romans are kicking down the door. Like, this is, geographically speaking, not something that should be happening.
Good point. And we ended the last episode, obviously in a very far off land. So it was not the same thing as this. And so we're starting on a very high note.
So what Lewin is doing in the scene, he's in the
all right. Okay. You got it.
He was in the aviary, and he's specifically to Rob. Say, hold holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Because the Greyjoys, the Ironborn, led by the Putts, has taken Winterfell. He's a Putts.
I know he is, but just led by the butts. Yo, I get it, dude. Go ahead. Keep going.
And so where we are right now, because he's the oldest Stark there, Bran is right now the acting lord of Winterfell, and Theon is trying to convince him to yield the castle to him. And and you'll notice in this show, you can be a little young buck, but people guys had some sharp tongues in here.
That is true. Shadow, anything to add real quick?
Not really too much. JV covered it pretty well.
Okay. All right. And then, yes, we will move on to the next scene here.
You have to get dressed. I've taken Winterfell. I took it. I'm occupying it. I sent men over the walls with grappling claws and ropes.
Why?
Great.
To take the castle.
You
Why?
went with Rob.
And he sent me back to Pike.
I'm a Greyjoy now.
I can't fight.
Yeah, no, I know. Hold on. Yeah, we need to show that because
He is so smug. It's just like, who the fuck are you, dude?
he you know what? Yeah,
He is really full of himself, thinking that he's doing something honorable. And then
he's been that
I don't
way
think it's honor.
so far, though. The entire season he's been like this.
he's got to have a small wiener.
apparently he does.
I mean, there's evidence that suggests otherwise, considering
I'm just
he thought
saying.
that pork sausage was, you know.
Pork
But no, I don't think it's really that it's honorable, and more so like he thinks it's like some epic chess move. He lured away the garrison of Winterfell, and then he struck at the carotid artery lightning fast. Like he sees this as a grand. I mean, to be fair, it's like good on you, but you didn't come up with it yourself, Theon. Your boy back there came up with it for you.
Yeah, and you basically took an unguarded castle,
With like what?
20 men.
Yeah, like 20 men. It's like
Still counts.
Well, I mean, like it still counts because he lured the
Yeah.
garrison away.
Right.
That's,
I mean,
That's
a lot of
still-
generals have taken the
Michelle.
advice of
Hi,
other
Michelle.
people and taken credit
Right.
for it. So that's
Right, of
nothing
course.
in history.
For Rob and my father both. Where's Hodor?
I don't know.
Find the halfwit.
My men are bringing your people together in the courtyard. You
Mhm.
and I can go down and tell them how you've yielded Winterfell to me.
I won't.
It's a little sped up just for the record because
Right.
only by 1.25. So
Yes, you will.
I won't.
And Bran's line here
We'll fight
at the end of
together.
this.
Kind of like a brotherly moment
These
here.
people are still yours.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, because there is some
Good Lord, would be.
because he has known Bran since he was born. So there's some familiarity here.
yes.
Think carefully about what you want to say.
Theon, did you hate us the whole time?
Yeah, the storming out says everything. Like, oh
And,
yeah.
Well, that and Bran's words. Theon, did you hate us the whole time?
Yes.
And he stops and is like, shit, damn.
Yeah.
That's
Again,
again, sharp tongues. It's all the way around.
that's a large guilt trip right there from a little boy.
I
And he is a little boy. He's like what, 12?
I
No,
believe-
no.
I
he's supposed to be
believe-
like 9.
Let's see. Rickon's supposed to be 6, so he would be like 11.
Okay.
Yielded Winterfell to Theon.
Louder. Said Prince Theon.
I've yielded Winterfell to Prince Theon.
Imagine bullying an 11-year-old.
You all know me. Aye, we know
Sounds
you
fun.
for a steaming sack of shit.
Farlin, you be silent.
Listen to your little lord, Farlin.
It's easy.
He has more sense than you do.
All of you should do as he commands.
My father has donned the ancient crown of Sultan Rock and declared himself king of the Iron Islands. He claims the north as well by right of conquest. You are all his subjects.
Bugger that. I say the Starks.
Bugger that.
You think you can hold it off?
You serve me as loyally as you serve Ned Stark. I will be as good to you as he ever was. Betray me, and you will wish you hadn't. Maester Lewin, send a raven to Pike informing my father of my victory here.
Okay.
And one to Deepwood Mock to my sister.
Yeah, you want to say something?
No, just again.
Yeah.
Theon is just kind of
Yeah.
kind of asserting himself and really kind of spouting orders that they're really not, that the Ironborn are really not going to be like, sure, we'll do that.
Yeah. Also,
go ahead. Go ahead.
5 minutes ago,
Well,
guy.
yeah, one quick thing I was gonna say is like he is trying to like be the respectful lord, and it doesn't really work because he is an oathbreaker. He swore his sword to Robb, turned around and didn't stab him in the back because Robb's still alive, but like
Right.
rested it on his shoulder. Let's go with rested it on his shoulder. He betrayed him. You're an oathbreaker, son. They're not going to respect you.
The only thing about worse is probably being a Kingslayer.
I don't do a kinslayer.
A kinslayer.
Or
Yeah.
a kinlayer.
Yeah, Kinslayer will do it too. Michelle, I will definitely take a look at that email. I can't show something I haven't vetted on YouTube. It's just, I'm not saying I don't trust you, but it's just, it just there's certain things that TikTok allows that YouTube doesn't, and vice versa. So, but if you want to email to me, I will watch it and I will give you feedback. So, here we go.
Inform her that she's to bring 500 men to Winterfell.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
You are a maester of the Citadel, sworn to serve the Lord of Winterfell, are you not? I am the Lord of Winterfell, as Bran just informed you. Send the ravens.
My lord.
Well, another thing that's also really interesting, and this is kind of showing Theon's rearing. He's thinking like a Lord of Westeros, not like a Lord of the Ironborn. The Ironborn know they don't got the ability to hold this territory effectively. They don't really have the combat training. They don't have the men. They don't have the equipment. Theon doesn't fully quantify that. He thinks an Ironborn is equivalent to a Northerner, which maybe, yeah, but 500 Ironborn against 1,000 Northerners, it's not going to go well.
Well, yes and no. I mean, he loves to. He takes how would I say this? He's equating being seafaring people to what he hasn't, to where he's not a seafaring person.
No. I mean, he was taken as a child.
Mm-hmm.
No idea how to do any of that. That's why his sister commands like what?
1,000 ships.
Yeah, like a
He gets a
1,000
freaking dinghy. Yeah.
and he gets one, and it's what's it called?
Yeah.
I think it
The
was
sea
100
bitch.
ships.
Yeah, the sea bitch.
The sea bitch.
Which I think in the books is her ship. I might be wrong though.
But-
Maybe.
But I think the name in the show kind of says a little more of a message of what they really think about the Eon.
Yeah, but I mean, one thing to consider is bitch. The actual like terminology is like I believe it's like a breeding dog or something like that, or like
Yeah.
a
Female dog.
a matriarchal dog. The sea bitch, the sea matriarch.
I think they're taking a more modern connotation, saying
Yeah,
that
with the show, they're definitely doing.
kind of like JV said that Theon's a putz, and he is.
Yeah.
He's.
Oh, I know. I'm not disputing Theon. Theon's a bitch.
I actually, when I first watched this run, I felt kind of bad for Theon, but then like the second time around, I'm kind of like, as we'll see at the end of the episode, I'm like going, oh yeah, you deserve this, dude.
I mean, there were some things he gets from Ramsay that are like, okay, you earned that. You earned that. You didn't earn that.
Yeah, he got a lot. Yeah.
One thing Ramsay did that Theon didn't deserve.
We'll
Oh,
get there. We'll get there.
You were here the day I was taken.
Oh, shit.
For another time.
For another time.
Let me serve you.
Serve me how? I need fighters, not kitchen sluts.
It was Robb Stark put me in the kitchens.
Oh, sure.
A spear in my hand again.
So you can bury it in my neck. Do you take me for a fool? Get up. Step aside.
Why?
Is she like the only woman left?
Probably
Yeah,
the
I
only
think
attractive one in the
I
walls.
can't remember seeing any other women.
There's the normal wives of like masons and the families there. Yeah, they're still there, but they don't have speaking parts.
Yeah, no, she's going to be the only one who's, because she's been taking care of Bran and stuff like that. She's going to be still held to a certain prominent position in a sense, because Bran can't technically live without her.
Ocean has come to swallow this place.
She's also young and hasn't had any kids, which would definitely be an uptick over a lot of the other women in the castle.
Sir Roderick.
Yes. Gonna get real here.
So this is one scene I didn't understand. Like, why was he alone?
It grieves me that we meet as foes.
Because
less honor than a
We'll pause it. And
so they brought him back from Torrance Square, so he's probably a survivor of that raid.
He's probably
no, because I think it mentions that they caught him riding back from Torrance Square. He only had the one ship. He took 100 men with him to Torrance Square, which is where they were supposed to raid.
So Roderick was obviously on his way back from Torrance Square to warn Winterfell, and he got caught.
Right, but it was just him. He didn't have like 2 or 3 other guys with him. Like I find it.
Well, they're probably
it's possible. This is one of those bits, and I overthink this stuff, but this is one of those bits where I was it was hard to suspend my disbelief that a lord was traveling alone.
He
probably escaped,
or a knight was traveling alone.
Well,
you gotta leave some people alive to send a message or something like that.
Didn't they go to Torrance Square because the mountain had?
No,
I think it's something else. Okay,
it was on the Stony Shore. It's like all the men of the North had gone to fight Rob's war.
That's right.
That's where Theon hit, though. So it wouldn't have been. Yeah, but he only had the one ship of like 40 guys at max, and Cassell brought 100 people with him.
Okay, and obviously something went quite awry there.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Again, I'm overthinking this. The average viewer is not going to notice that, but it stuck out to me when I was watching. I might just be forgetting a detail or two.
Gotcha.
This house faithfully, old man. But keep talking, and I'll take him to the cell. Lock him up.
Okay.
You cannot let that stand. He must pay.
I'll lock him in the cell.
Do you want me to pause it?
No, hang on, because I want to hear it first.
Okay.
Oh. He has to pay the iron price.
Okay, pause there.
The iron price, yes.
Okay, Shadow, you were the expert of the iron price. So explain what the iron price is and how it affects this scenario here.
The iron price, it's very similar to like the way the Dothraki do things. It's Darwinism. It's might makes right. You take what's yours. You aren't given anything. How it applies to here, Theon was insulted by Cassell, by his blatant disrespect and spitting on him, which is like a sign of like inferiority. And the fact that Theon's immediate response was not to kill him, but to send him to the cells, is a sign that Theon doesn't really have a stomach, so to speak, by the standards of the Ironborn. Also that he might still have loyalties to the people they're invading, as he was offering leniency and he's not killing this guy who just insulted him. It's his loyalty to the Ironborn could be seen as questionable. If he were to have just straight up killed Cassell, it would have shown a stronger stomach and pure absolute loyalty to the Ironborn.
Gotcha.
Okay, and I jumped it forward like 10 seconds.
No worries.
He disrespected me in front of my men. That was his decision, not mine.
He's worth more to you alive than dead. The Starks will pay. Please, Theon, think what you do.
You'll address me as Prince Theon, or you'll be next.
Go.
Would there be any way to like show the actual beheading, or is that against YouTube guidelines?
I'll probably show the first swing and then switch.
Okay, because this is like a really good moment of realism, and also a difference between Valyrian steel and normal steel.
Regular steel. And Roderick has his last words are just a great line. Another great line.
Yeah, we will.
Father.
We will pause right before we'll say the swing and discuss the lines, and then we'll proceed.
He'll pass the sentence should swing the sword.
Ooh, he invokes the North. Invokes the North.
That's a very, very, very solid line that Ned Stark preached to all.
Well, because that's the law of the North.
Yep. If you pass the judgment, you swing the sword.
He's kind of overdoing the law a little bit with this one.
You don't give commands anymore, little lord. Hush thou, child. Off to see your father. You lost words, old man. Let's help you, Theon Greyjoy. Now you are truly lost.
Please stop it. Do something. I'll do anything, please. No, please stop it.
Woof.
Yeah.
Woof. And we can see, as Shadow was talking about, it takes more than one swing, which either means Roderick has a really thick neck, or that sword is not very sharp.
Or maybe he's not good at using it.
Well,
that too.
That's what
it's also the
Can they
human
go-
body's actually a lot tougher than a lot of people realize. It can take a good amount of damage.
And plus he's going through. Plus he's going through the. He's trying to go through the vertebra as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's really, really hard to get a good, clean cut.
And it's thick.
Yeah, Valyrian steel is a lot better at it.
Not a problem. As we saw in episode 8 of House of the Dragon, that steel is nice.
Yeah. Well, even in the first episode, when Ned Stark sent the man to death, one swing.
Or when John does it as well.
Also in the, but when it comes to ice, that's a heavy sword. So just inertia alone is going to do some damage.
It's also a great sword. A better comparison would have been Long Claw.
I would say it's even taller than Long Claw.
Oh, Long Claw's Long Claw is a Long Claw is more would be a slightly shorter sword than Dark Sister is.
Yeah, no, I mean in comparison to Theon's sword compared to ice.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ice. That's a more comparable weapon than ice, which is a great sword.
Yeah.
It's just ginormous.
Yeah, it's huge. Like you can see like Ned standing. I don't know how tall Sean Bean is, but I don't think he's probably shorter than like 5'10". So second, third, fourth. And finally had to kick it off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just boo.
Yeah, that's just
why I think it's more about the guy wielding it than the tool itself. If it takes you fucking 3 swings, like
I imagine it's a bit of both.
Oh, I know. Well, look at his face, and everybody's even kind of like going, they're kind of looking at him like almost like, dude, little bit of bitch made here. It smells like
a little bit. Yeah,
it smells like bitch in here a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, and you can see he's completely like lost his marbles over this crap.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to set the next stage? Because it's not super huge.
This is John. He's off tracking the wildlings with Corn Half Hand, and Ghost is just being Ghost. He's being a good doggy. He's just exploring.
Yeah. So it's not really something it's just learning about life.
Right.
Past the wall and stuff like that, and navigating.
And you get the hot wildling.
Well, we'll get there because that's when it actually gets interesting. Because okay.
I thought we got there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also get the line about like self-sacrifice. Like the South will never know what you did to help them because
some nameless bastard.
Yeah.
Some nameless bastard.
That was said really well. I don't remember exactly how it was said, but it was
Okay, so the next scene is actually highly important.
Of course, it's a Tywin scene.
I love every scene Maisie and Charles Dance have. They those two are just, which I would have to assume for someone who at the time at Maisie's age, because she is a Brit, and Charles Dance at this point is still a well-known British actor. To be doing so many scenes now with him must have just been, and like, damn, this is cool.
Yeah.
I also, excuse me, sorry. I also think he might have been coaching her a little bit because it comes off so well. I think he probably sat her down.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
And this is the atmosphere. This is how we should play it. And I think she probably learned a lot, to be honest, because he's incredible and he's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, he's so good.
Yes.
Again, and Christopher Lee when he was alive, perfect duo for like an amazing set of villains.
Oh, don't get me
Sadly,
started. Don't get me started on Christopher Lee. That guy was an absolute badass.
Yeah. Sorry, excuse me.
Meant for Lord Raymond of House Marlin. He was sent to Lord Marlin of House Stormont.
My apologies, my lord. I must fetch me the history of the greater and the lesser houses. It's the one on this.
And he's not even judged. He's like, nope, here it is.
Also, that's more of a hint of who she is.
Right. Which in this episode, he figures out that she's not just some runaway.
House Stormont owe allegiance.
But just not where she's from.
My lord.
Yeah, and he knows that even by the end of the scene that I guess technically it's an additional scene after the fact that there might be a little more to the story than meets the eye.
Well, he knows that he eventually finds out just through his own being who he is and talking that she's actually a highborn, and he just can't quite figure out where.
Yeah.
To the Starks of Winterfell, who have 20,000 men and
okay, and again, you see how Tywin imposes his will. He doesn't really yell that much, but he raises that tone, and his speech pattern becomes a lot more sharp. You know he means business, and you know when you have fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
my son. I judged you might be good for something more than brutalizing peasants. I see I overestimated you. If you ever put my son's life at risk again, I'll leave us.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he never really raises. I mean, and that's a good comparison to Greyjoy,
right?
Like how he's always yelling and screaming. This guy just kind of almost like monotone, almost.
Yeah, it just.
Yeah. And which one's like more scary? Obviously, like this dude.
Yeah, without question.
Tywin commands respect because he has done things. He's not relying on the fact that he's a Lannister. When he ascended to Casterly Rock, like the seat of Casterly Rock, House Lannister was a joking name. His father was Tytos Lannister, the Toothless Lion.
Right.
The Lannisters were in debt. They were a house upon ruin, and Tywin pulled them away from the abyss and made them the strongest house. It was the army they have, this regimented regular army. They did not have that until Tywin came to power. Tywin doesn't just use the fact that his daddy was a lord, that his daddy was a king, that he is a Lannister. He doesn't request for consensus. He forms consensus. He is a powerhouse, and he doesn't need to pretend he's anything but. That is why House Lannister is the best.
No, and you're wrong.
He's the best. I don't know about the rest of the house.
The book away, go.
Yeah.
Lord Baelish.
Maybe you should devise our next battle plan while you're about
it. Yeah.
I didn't realize till this episode that his name is Peter Baelish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I thought his name was Baelish.
Piotr Baelish.
Sneaky. I just call him sneaky little butthole.
Clear all this.
So Tywin gets just a smidgen agitated because Baelish walks in and somebody gets a little timid.
Well, she has a pause.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what? Now you're gonna no. Okay. But she is a servant, And this is how Tywin speaks to servants.
Yes, and even though actually he actually has a bit of I wouldn't say respect. Maybe he's kind of in awe of the fact that maybe a little bit of respect that she survived this long.
There's definitely a not a romantic, but there's definitely a type of affection for her.
Yeah. I imagine he's looking at her and like, why couldn't my daughter be like you? You're intelligent, you're smart, you're adaptable, you're survivable. Like, you are everything I would have wanted in a daughter. And Tyrion is everything I'd want in a son, but he killed my wife and he's too short.
Well,
because he's not Jaime.
Yeah.
Well,
and
that's what I mean.
he also says, he's like, maybe you should, and he's talking to Arya, maybe you should form our next battle plan.
Right.
And it's in sarcasm, but at the same time, he's like, well, you seem to be one of the only ones that's surrounding me that's mildly
smart.
Competent. Yeah,
that's
mildly
smart.
Competent and smart. So Arya panics because Peter Baelish obviously knows who she is.
Baelish.
Mm-hmm. And then again, as he walked in, Lord Tywin, Baelish.
Yeah.
Doesn't call him Lord, turns his tone downward, is like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah, pretty much.
At least has the respect not to call him Peter. He calls him by his family name. That's a little bit respectful.
It's a little more formal. I don't know if it'd be respectful.
It's also
definitely not friendly.
Oh yeah,
but the fact that he does not refer to him as Lord, it indicates that it lets him know that Tywin is saying, I'm above you. Knock it off.
Because that's without question.
Right.
I mean, because Baelish came to his ways through, we'll say less than probably flattering means, even for definitely for Tywin Lannister. He's like, you're not, you bought your way into this. You weren't really necessarily.
Yeah. Like his family, they were landowners, they were nobles, they were a landed family, but they weren't they were like maybe 1 fort and 3 knights into their service.
Yeah.
He managed to raise himself because he is a merchant.
Yeah.
He's afraid.
Other forces.
He's afraid.
Glorified commoner, probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Like the Lannisters probably would have never hosted his family.
Never.
Oh, well, yeah, like definitely not.
Yeah, so it's kind of that.
Forces.
Men love to blame demons when their grand plans unravel.
Mm-hmm.
It is my belief that a moment of chaos affords opportunities lost soon after.
The first man alive to think it.
I find chaos as an opportunity for good. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
rather brilliant insights if you brought me today.
This is what rather brilliant insights you brought to me today.
And the Starks, the Tyrells, command the largest host. Their land is the 7 kingdoms.
Baelish is only able to thrive because he's surrounded by idiots and narcissists. If he was in the heyday of the courts of the Targaryens, he would have been just killed instantly.
Dead for any of the surviving kings.
Right.
Loras wants revenge. He blames Stannis for Renly's death.
And Marjorie wants to be queen. Boom.
Yes, she does.
So Peter just says a word and Tywin's already ahead of him.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Like of course she does. Like he's like, I've been doing this for because his character is technically in his late 50s. So like he's like, I've been doing this for decades, Junior.
Shadow, how old is Mr. T in this?
Tywin, I don't think I've ever read his age. I'm assuming like definitely 50s in the show, probably
60s
late
maybe?
40s, early 60s, late 50s, or in the show, early 50s, late 40s in the books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad of a crossover, actually.
Tyrell rebelled against the Iron Throne, against my grandson.
They did. And perhaps that treason should be punished one day. After Stannis and Robb Stark are defeated.
More wine for Lord Baelish.
Okay, that's actually something to take notice.
Perhaps that treason
Did she? Is this the second time she pours the wine?
Yep.
Robb Stark are defeated.
And he says like it's just a little wine.
More wine
Is that
for
it?
Lord Baelish.
Oh, right here. Yeah. She looks.
Will allow me to represent your family's interests. I believe that an advantageous agreement.
Tyrell host has returned to High Guard.
They have.
Pardon, my lord.
It's only wine.
Okay. Did she mean to do that?
No, I think it's her. I think it's actually her nerves. She's actually
okay. So she's like legitimately. Okay, that was an action.
Yeah, I think she's starting to unravel a little bit because she's like, hold up, this is a little too close to home.
Because she's so composed, I just kind of assumed that was intentional, but I was like, I don't even know.
I mean, if it was intentional, it would do the opposite. It draws attention to her, which is what she wants to avoid. So, yeah.
Mr. Grant Gregory says, still shocked he doesn't recognize her. He comes very, very close.
Yeah.
And
she kind of keeps her back to him a lot. So she
also looks more like Ned than Kat. Like he was more focused on Sansa because she looked more like her mother, whereas so and also she's dressed
as well for her, by the way.
Her hair is cut off, like she doesn't look, and you see what you want to see,
right? And if he got a good look, he could probably figure it out. But again, she's kind of keeping her back to him. So
if he also knew that Arya was here,
that's the good point.
Oh no, I actually hit a button. Hold on real quick.
What's up, Grant?
I hate it when you accidentally
Grant in the chat.
Yes, Mr. Grant Gregory in the chat.
So Shadow, well, I'm looking at this map here. Oh, I can go over it later. That's fine. Never mind. I can go.
No worries. What, you got a question about it?
Yeah, I can talk about it when we get there. It's just the Karth thing.
Yeah. So what about Karth?
I don't see it on here.
It's on the east. It would be where are you looking?
It's
way to the east of Slaver's Bay.
I got like Dragonstone.
So it's not going to be in Westeros. Westeros is a completely different continent.
Mr. Grant
I'm
says
on the wrong continent. Okay.
Yeah. So you got Westeros, and then so there's 3 known continents in the set. I'll be quiet while Brian answers the comment in the chat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Baelish being Baelish, he would have figured it out and used it later on. Season 7 Baelish, he would have just yelled it out and then died. You're supposed to
see it here.
We talked about you being on stream. Was it on a Friday night stream or it was on a Game of Thrones stream? I can't remember.
It was one of these.
It was one of these. Okay,
It was one of these. Yeah.
I couldn't remember what chat we added him to because I've added so many new people to different chats and my brain's definitely not working tonight. So you
Pretty sure he's in the.
I think I think he is too. I could check, but it's fine. Let's keep going.
Her daughter.
If it's a Game of Thrones stream, we'll get you on next week, man.
It's way down here. I see that. That's like
he's here.
Okay, cool.
He's in the House of Dragon chat.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll try to get you on as soon as possible, man. Just let me know when you want to be on, or jump in the link. It's up to you.
Sorry for cutting you off, Ryan.
No, you're okay. I just want to make sure we address the chat. It was a Game of Thrones change. I just haven't had much time, but no, you're good, dude. You're good. Trust me. Man, got a stream Friday night, 2 streams Saturday night. Usually do a stream Sunday night. We had to cancel that one. Then of course do a stream Monday night. Going to do a stream tomorrow night. I'm all over the damn place.
Yeah, no worries.
Same, man. Not enough hours in the week.
Yeah. Okay, so they're about ready to catch the wildling girl.
This is a good fight scene. I like this. Well executed ambush.
We'll show some of the bloodiness and then we'll kind of skip forward because
You could. You won't answer. I've known a wildling to bite off his tongue instead of talking.
What's your name?
Egret.
She was reaching for this axe when you got to her. Give her half a chance, you'll bury it in your face.
Yeah, but she's hot, dude.
I'll give you my name.
I'm Jon Snow.
I mean, she's not unattractive. She's not like over the top
You
incredible.
ought to burn them you killed.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the guys he's walking around with?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Freaking supermodel compared to them.
And also, this would have been John's first like actual kill. I imagine, even if it was a dude, he still would have been hesitant because it would have been in cold blood.
No, his kill.
You at the top.
Yeah, first kill.
Mm-hmm.
Pitched battle, life or death, that's one thing. But if you got the person on the other end of the sword and they're on the ground, it's a very, very different thing to do.
And you said he's supposed to be like 15 in this, right?
Yeah.
The crows would never catch up.
I might have just hit his 16th birthday while they're up in the wall, beyond the wall.
Hey,
Mr. Gregory.
Yes, we were just talking to him about the fact that he hasn't had much time to jump on one of these streams, but we'll get him on soon. So we just got to where the lovely young lady has been caught and John is Egret and John is tripping over his dick a little bit.
Which
see the smoke.
Because of this show, these two hooked up, and I believe they're still an item.
Yeah, real life. I believe so.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cold.
Go
on. Be quick about it.
She got shit. I didn't know they hooked up in real life. That's wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And apparently they have a relatively decent relationship. I mean, probably as decent as Hollywood could be.
Because they don't go out in the public that much. They keep their private life very private.
I mean, I don't even know what she's really in, really Hollywood wise. I know he's been in a couple of one
more failed projects.
Yeah,
they're also
he was in a Marvel film, but it was the Eternal. So, what up, buddy?
Logical Spock. So he swing and a miss.
That's a good name.
So of course she kicks the legs out from under him. It's what happens when you get dazzled. It's what happens when you get dazzled by the puss.
The punani.
Zep punani. Okay, so basically, we can actually skip forward. He does catch her.
Yeah, he does.
Well, that whole chase seemed a little goofy to me.
Well, yeah,
little Benny Hill.
I mean,
maybe I can imagine. If you want to play with Benny Hill music, it would be fitting. That was just kind of.
Tyler, thank you.
Hell, Spock said also eating some tacos for dinner.
Yeah,
you're a day early.
No, we were just talking about punani. So,
yeah,
the taco.
Took me.
Okay.
Shadows
Taco
like
Tuesday.
Shadows like what? What about tacos?
Yeah. I honestly thought it was Taco Tuesday, and then you brought up the other thing. And I'm like, taco means something else as well. Yeah, fuck that Sausage Party movie for explaining that to me.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I can't believe you people.
No, that's not time for you people. That's just you gay. That's just you gay. All right, so he catches her.
I'm so going down, Jon Snow. And your friends are nowhere close.
I'll find them.
Jon Snow. Snow.
Call loudly.
So apparently she did a little too oops.
May the seven guide the princess on her journey.
The link talk.
Oh.
May the crown give her wisdom. May the warrior give her.
Oh, this is a good setup, a good set of scenes.
So the Marcella is being shipped off to Dorne.
When you close your eyes, you see the place.
Give me 1 second, guys. Y'all talk about what's going to happen. I got to use the bathroom.
So who's the guy who's like sending her off? That's
Septon.
Yeah,
that's
like
Septon.
I think it might be the High Septon.
He's a priest. Okay, all right. Yeah, he was talking like a priest. I kind of.
Yeah, if I remember right, he's the High Septon. He's like the Pope.
Kind of.
Yeah, no, he's the Pope. Okay. He is the Pope. Yeah.
Oh, so when that
because the faith got moved over to King's Landing during hey Zeron, thanks to Baylor, I believe. So yeah, that's the High Septon. That's like the Pope.
Because Baylor the Blessed tried to unify the Targaryens with the
what's up, Zeron?
With the faith of the Seven, because Maegor was not a fan of the faith.
Neither was Jaharis.
No,
because he wanted to fuck his sister.
Well, yeah.
A lot of revolts over the Targaryens wanting to fuck their family.
And there's also a theory out there that goes into House of the Dragon that the High Towers were in cahoots with the Maesters and the Faith of the Seven to undermine to undermine the Targaryens and get rid of magic or dragons.
I'd buy it. I'd buy that for $1. The High Towers and Maesters and Septons all are basically of the same bloodline.
Well, and they're also the Citadel where the Faith and the Maesters train is in Old Town, which is run by House Hightower.
Yep. Just going over the rest of the scene for when Ryan gets back, we can skip ahead. Cersei's basically talking smack, like, I hope one day you find love so I can steal it from you. And Tyrion's probably just thinking,
okay,
bitch, I already had that happen to me. Do you really think you could make it worse than what Daddy did? Walks off, and then we get a really good sequence that I hope whatever the fuck his name is, the new Susan will let us show. Not the violent part, but the setup.
Shadow, I just dropped that in there to see. I mean, you know about this stuff. I was just wondering if it's kind of accurate. If you have a chance.
I know you guys probably addressed it, but Zeron's here. This is a bit awkward. I mean, his parents walk in and the sexing. Yeah. That's why I don't try not to watch those kind of shows with parents. Hi Ryan, hi Tyler, hi Shadow, and Mr. J. Not much. Finally got a new headset. Nice. I got the cheapest one headset I could find. Trust me.
Right now, yeah.
Trust me. Are you humming?
Yes.
Weirdo.
Who's humming?
I didn't realize it was that audible.
Yeah, about $24. That's about what I spent too.
Shadow.
Silly boy.
No.
I want that for you. I want you to know what it's
No
like
penny
to love
spared.
someone, to truly love someone before I take her from you.
Right. Okay. And now we head on back to the castle, and
just an uneventful walk back home.
Well, it's an uneventful walk, but Tyrion is able to gauge the crowd, and he immediately says, "Get the prince back! Go now! Go! And
Get the fuck out of here!"
And starts breaking stuff up, and being like, "Okay, we're too large. We're too large of a target. You get.
We're about to have a mostly peaceful protest."
Because you get the prince, you get the queen, back to the Red Keep now.
Yeah. What's worse is in the book, it's a much worse riot.
It's pretty rough. I got to be honest.
It gets worse because they can show graphic things.
True.
Get the prince back to the keep now.
Come quickly.
Bang! So someone has assaulted another king. That's a standard. That's a standard. The response sword to drawn. What the fuck? Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Joffrey, being a putz, decides to escalate this.
Yeah. Being the biggest putz out of probably everybody.
Now, Joffrey's defense, if there had been a rock and it killed him.
And so I don't remember what is why are they so why
They're
are they
hungry.
riding?
They're hungry.
There's no food.
Okay.
The Tyrells cut off support. The Riverlands are up in arms. Those are the two bread baskets of Westeros. And then you have a large number of people coming into the city. The gates are closed. There's rationing. People are starving. They're hungry. And they blame Tyrion and Joffrey.
So what happens? So what happens is exactly right, and this is because of a war that Joffrey started by cutting off Ned Stark's head.
Yep,
which they were all cheering for at the time. I would like to remind everyone that the peasants are sheep. They cheer for whoever's in power.
Well, until you're hungry, because they don't understand the ramifications. You have to realize these are the most uneducated people.
Oh,
and I'm not even saying that
no. They love Joffrey until he's worse than Robert.
Yeah.
No, they love him when he's better, when they don't have context. Then when they realize he's worse than Robert, they start getting pissy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, this is the best. This is the best part. I gotta show it. These people are so hungry.
They rip the scepter apart.
Yeah, drumstick.
Okay. Wow. And Tyrion's like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
They rip his arm off. They will eat that man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which it's a very good thing that Game of Thrones isn't a standard magic fantasy setting, because in plenty of those settings, when people start eating each other, that's how you get ghouls. Ghouls are not fun.
I know.
Yeah.
That's where most of the modern zombie genre gets it wrong. Those are not zombies. Those are ghouls.
Yeah. But this being and let's be honest though, in history, people have eaten people when they're starving.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Oh yeah, that's actually spawned a lot of like the more popular mythologies, like ghouls, like Wendigos. People have always known that eating other human beings does something to the brain, and it creates sort of like a more rabid, feral person. Not just from like the isolation of being driven to do it, but there is something in human meat that psychologically ruins the human mind as a deterrent to avoid eating other humans.
Well, even in real life, like
that's real life. That's like the Dharma Party, Wendigo, like that.
So that's your excuse, Shadow?
For what?
Is he eating people over there, Joker?
No, I grossed.
Says the guy with a chapstick prisoner over there.
Well, I'll explain later. He's on a field trip now today.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it's on your video.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sansa has gotten separated from the
chapstick.
So Sansa's gotten separated.
Traitors! Hold their heads!
Oh, you blind bloody fool!
You can't insult me!
We've had vicious kings, and we've
had idiot kings, but I don't think we've ever had a.
You can't!
I can, I am!
I will.
They threw
You
a
do a
cow
cowboy,
by
you.
to kill them all! They're starving, you fool! All because of a war you started!
You're talking to
a king! Bitch slapped! Straight up bitch slapped him!
And did my hand fall off?
Yeah.
What king?
And now I struck a king. Did my hand fall from my wrist? Where is the sucker?
Let them have that.
If she dies, you'll never get your Uncle Jamie back.
God, yeah. Even now, he's thinking like, you know.
Okay, no, but okay,
like
you missed the line there. But you missed the line there. Let them have her. If she dies, you never get your Uncle Jamie back. You owe him quite a lot.
We have a question for Mr. J.
No,
it's not.
No, it's not.
It's pretty decent.
This is something that you can get at Spirit Halloween, and then just
like a rubber prop. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it's like Comic-Con safe.
Yep.
Yeah. This is real though.
Which is
that's a pen.
It's John Wick approved.
Silence him. Thank you.
Okay. Damn, dude. Wouldn't even blame you there. Just he's done.
We like the kid. We got to give him shit.
Get the kid.
Yeah, which if he's willing to be so, he can start to become a more regular member on Friday nights, and I will update the intro If he has the time, I'm not going to impress or anything.
I've got nothing on Friday nights. It just comes down to sometimes I might not be able to show depending on schoolwork, but Friday night should be fine.
We'll talk further. It's just throwing it out there.
He has to dance though.
I'm fine with that.
I think we can find something for him. Something maybe a little spirit fingered.
Oh.
I'm not going to show this because YouTube will hate this more than the dude getting his head hacked off.
What is it right now? What's going on?
I believe it's the Hound rescuing
Okay, yeah.
Or the bit before it.
There's a little bit of forced
Oh, so it's the bit before the Hound saves her.
Forced situations going on.
Yeah, YouTube
maybe a little bit of
it's a little grapey.
Little bit of grape indulging.
A little bit excessive.
Yeah. It's and quite frankly, if there was actually any actress from the show who said I actually had like a little bit of PTSD from this, I probably would have given her a little bit of leeway because it's like 4 dudes and 1 her.
Yeah. Also, she's at this point she's also younger than me IRL, right?
Yeah. I think she was probably
she's like 16,
yeah,
17 tops.
She's legit 16. Because,
yeah, like if anyone was like I was traumatized, Game of Thrones fucked me up. She's the one who get there. Maybe one of the younger actors, like the kid who played Rick.
I mean, they're kids, man.
Because Maisie Williams started when she was like what, 12?
Yeah, Maisie Williams.
10. That's right. Because in the final season is when she's like, and it's like, did we really need that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she was 18 then, but it's like,
yeah.
And also, I mean, the whole every season is a year thing, kind of pushing it. Because certain things don't really add up, especially season 6 and season 7.
Let's not talk about let's not talk about past the books until we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hollywood's gonna Hollywood. And gentlemen are taking the pants off, they're holding her down, and all of a sudden
the Hound.
Which let me say this is one of the best examples of Martin with the scene play.
All right, now it's about your life.
This is one of the. I think this is the best example of like.
I did it right in time. You see that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Ooh,
yeah,
I was gonna switch it anyway, but I did it right in time.
I forgot about that one.
Boobs.
Funny thing about the book, that's one of the. If I remember correctly, that is representing like a lady of the court. Who ends up being she's the one that Shay ends up having to work for instead of Sansa, and multiple times they express how what happens to her messed with her head. She becomes very introverted, very like doesn't leave her room because of what those peaceful protesters did. Back to the Hound thing. That scene I think is one thing that a lot of people miss when they do when they try to do dark fantasy, like the Game of Thrones type stuff. That is a knight saving a princess from a group of monsters. But it's
even if he kind of a little bit of a monster himself.
Yeah.
As for what Zeron said, no, I don't think she got paid that much for this. She probably, she probably got like maybe 100,000 for the first season. Tops.
Yeah.
Like
she probably really started making money for like the 7th or 8th season.
Yeah, I would probably actually say more around the 5th season. She was probably making like maybe $1 million and a half a season. But that's
it's not until she's at least 18 that cash is even hers.
Oh yeah, it's her parents. Yeah, it's her parents. Like they're legal guardians. So no, interesting. So the peaceful protest goes well, and the Hound gets Sansa behind the door into the keep.
Right.
You hit me, lady. Left her both bleeding. Someone take her back to her cage. See to that cut. Well done, Piggy.
I'll do it for you.
And do it for you.
I thought it was weird when they burned that Little Caesars in the background. I don't know if that's historically accurate.
King is...
What?
What?
I said when they burned that Little Caesars in the background. I'm not sure if that's historically accurate.
He's playing on the joke I made about it being a peaceful protest.
Oh, well.
I mean, am I right?
They're Zero's got to go.
All right.
Okay, guys. Sierra Zero. Thanks for stopping by.
No, that was really fucking good.
Well, because they screwed up and somebody left like what?
A latte.
Yeah,
a Starbucks cup. A Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
In the shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That couldn't have been a screw up. That had to be intentional. Because if you think about how many people go over those sets, go over stuff in editing, they literally how many shoots they do. That was intentional.
Was that the Red Wedding?
No,
that was like season 8.
That was season 8.
Was it season?
There wasn't much attention to detail.
I think that was late. I think we can all say that's laziness, dudes.
It was after. It was the episode after the short long night.
Okay,
I find it very hard to believe that not one person saw that and pointed it out. It had to have either been noticed and they just
how that season ended. That doesn't surprise me at all. That they just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. That was a shit show. We are back in the
season 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I meant we're back in the lovely world.
This is one of my favorite scenes in the entire
back
series.
across the narrow sea.
Oh, of course this is one of your favorite scenes because you hate Targaryens.
No, I hate Daenerys specifically.
But you don't like Rhaenyra either. What the hell is wrong? Could you like one Targaryen woman?
Targaryen women. What's the name of the bloodthirsty sister of Aegon?
Visenya.
Yeah.
Visenya. Yeah, no, I like Visenya and I like Rhaenys. They're both really cool.
So you like the ones that are never mind.
He's got a type. Whatever, man. Whatever works.
Yeah, apparently it's Psycho.
Yeah.
No, Rhaenys wasn't Psycho. She was more like Marjorie than anything. Visenya was the fucking psychopath.
Well, you said you like bloodthirsty, so you know what? JV and I like a little bit lower version of Psycho.
Okay, and
everyone wait.
It's better. They don't chop your penis off.
If you marry the
yeah, they're not Theon or Ramsay. Sorry.
Oh, and this guy Zaron. Zaron. Oh boy,
I hate Zaron.
Dude, this whole entire dialogue is necessary. Unfortunately, but it is a little bit of a drag not seeing it, so I'll bounce back and forth.
Well, because it's so. This is just Zaron is just so contrived at this point because he's really just a one-trick pony at this point. Well, I am the richest man in Karth, and I've done this, and when I came to Karth, I was this, and I've risen up to, and that's really all he says. So,
yeah, it's a little bit of I whipped my dick out, and she was like, I'm not really feeling it, and he's like, but look at it. Are you sure? She's like, yeah, I got it. It's like,
do you think that I will succumb to flattery?
I've traveled very far in my life and met many women.
Keeps trying though. He's a persistent.
He's trying.
Persistent guy.
Oh, and this guy. Oh, hello, mother of dragons.
I love this guy.
Yeah. Oh, of course you do, because he's a shit talker to Daenerys Targaryen. You dragon hater.
He's also very witty, and he's a capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
He is not very witty. He talks like he smells. You can look at him, and that man reeks out of his mouth and his armpits.
He just.
I can't believe
dreams. The guy sweats grease.
Until the sun was shining, birds were singing. Look what a beauty you are.
Oh, this is the Paul Heyman guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
my name is Paul Heyman.
Hold on, Mr. Grant Gregory, preach Joker voice.
I'm used to having the unpopular opinion.
Yes, we know. That's why it is why you're here. It's true. It's why you're here. If Lily were here, she would be all about Daenerys.
Mm-hmm. The proper house.
She does love some Daemon Targaryen, and I can't blame her because I love me some Rhaenyra.
Targaryens.
Basically, not greasy people. Yeah, they might sleep with their relatives, but at least they're not greasy looking.
But at least they bathe.
At least he's self-made.
Like yourself.
Very true. And yet they say that your grandfather, who sold pepper off the back of a wagon, married a lady far lovelier and higher born than himself.
Every
Well,
lady
that's
was lovelier and higher born than
my grandfather.
Right there. That's really pretty. I like that.
Classic Paul Heyman, man.
Yeah, it's such pompous ass preaching, and you can even see it in Daenerys's face.
So right. So right. Off topic. You dabbled your you so you so you dabbled in the wrestling world. Did you ever cross paths with Mr. Paul Heyman?
No, I didn't. I crossed paths with paths with John Cena. I crossed paths.
Did you see him?
Yeah, no. I talked to John Cena. I
That's another joke that went over your head. Tyler, I feel for you, man. I totally get that.
No, that was
good one. That's a good one.
That was good. I need to find a rim shot to like one of the other streams I'm on. I'll get that because that was good. I met Nikki Bella. No, which one did he marry? Brie or Nikki? Nikki. Okay, I met Nikki Bella. She wasn't great. I met Paige. She's very attractive. She was also kind of a jerk. I met Summer Rae.
Okay, I know
Summer Rae was actually nice.
I've heard that about her.
Yeah, she was actually friendly. Her and I had a conversation. She's like, so I was like low level like NXT. She's like, wait. She's like, you get 2 entrances in one show, and I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to run in the final episode and have like beef with this guy. She's like, that says something. I'm like, okay.
Wait, you were a wrestler?
You didn't know this?
No one's told me this. I knew you were ex-military and ex-cop. I didn't know you were ex-wrestler.
Yeah, I wrestled for NXT for a while. Very briefly back when it was Florida Championship Wrestling, and then they changed
what was
it.
Your stage name?
Legion. That's where I get Legion games for. Yeah, Legion. So it's always been Legion. That's where I got the name to start my channel. But anyway, we're so off topic. We can talk about this another time. But Shadow, I'll put photos in the chat. Shadow, you'll see.
Yeah, no worries.
Wait, what kind of photos are you putting in the chat?
Of my balls.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah. I don't want any of that wrestling stuff in there. Just balls. Keep it classy.
Just balls and
classy balls, like Karth balls.
Karth. Those greasy balls.
Speaking of Karth balls, roll it.
This guy.
That's a segue right there.
Thank you, my lord. You are a gracious host. There's no servant alive that can bring me what I want.
Oh, she has a talent for drama, this one. So, my little princess.
Oh god, this guy's so annoying.
The 7 kingdoms of Westeros.
I fear I'm no better.
I mean, Danny's annoying. She barges into this dude's house and makes.
No. You be quiet there. Okay, you be quiet.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong here.
Okay, his logic is sound. His delivery is just so pompous.
Yes,
and just,
I agree with that.
Look at me. Oh, I know. Oh my goodness. Oh, but not.
I mean, Danny comes off pompous as well. The 7 kingdoms are mine. You will give me your ships, and you will be rewarded. Like, she's a child.
People believe in me when I was a babe, when I lived there as a baby or something.
Well, she's not a child because she was.
She has 3 dragons. Okay.
Well.
She acts like a child, which I don't do is worse.
Shadow.
Look who's talking.
Ramsey, what's a good employer?
What? That's a good employer.
I do not have.
I'm not asking you for the kingdoms. I'm asking you for ships. I need to cross the narrow sea.
I need my ships as well. I use them, you see, to bring spices from.
And just so.
Now be repaid.
I know, but I mean, he's right. She's got like this idea that she wants, but he's like analytical and fact based. He's like here on Earth, and she's like all of this.
You guys discuss. Like I said, I'm still under the weather. I'll be up.
Okay, so
go ahead.
And again, the shaping of the scene, the way he speaks, the way this scene is set up works very well because she's at the bottom of the steps and he's way above her. So not only is he talking down to her, literally, but figuratively as well.
Right. Yeah. So he's like, here on Earth, we need ships for this and not for your fantastical little plan that you have that maybe will come together and you'll rule over everything. But right now, I need these ships to bring in spices and shit.
Yeah, and he goes on.
and because I don't respect you, because I think you're a child, I'm going to talk to you like a child.
And I get the feeling he talks to everybody like that.
Yes.
Well, also, what has she done to show she deserves respect? All she's done is come out of the desert and make demands because she is a Targaryen and she has dragons, and the Iron Throne is her birthright. And as he goes along with the conversation, do you have an army? No. Do you have allies?
Right.
No. Do you have any actual legitimate claim aside from Daddy sat on the throne? No. Why should I invest in you, which is clearly most likely a waste of funds?
Yeah.
Which again, not arguing his logic.
Right.
His logic.
Joker doesn't like
his tone,
being a
and I
meanie
think
about
personally
it.
his tone is justified with all those facts.
He's being a meanie, so Joker doesn't like it.
That's right.
Because I love him because he's being a shit stirrer.
Because me, I am kind and gentle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, let's
What'd you
be
do with that
honest.
crowbar again there, Joker?
Well, let's be honest. Who wouldn't want to take a run on that? I'm just saying.
I wouldn't.
Talking about Daenerys?
Yeah. Yes, you would.
I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
Wait, do you mean in the gambling, logistics, or do you mean what are you implying?
You know what I'm implying there, pal.
I genuinely, I'm assuming by that terminology you mean okay. All right.
You are 19. You are 19 years old. Your hormones are raging. How do you not understand this?
I understand now. I thought you were talking about investing.
Act like she's a ketchup bottle.
Yes, I understand that now. I thought you meant gamble on her, not
was that
other
too much?
things on her.
Was that too much?
One more time on that, Ryan.
It's ketchup bottle.
Oh, okay. All right. A little slower.
Jiggy's done.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Jamie lives in the city of sin, and he's done with this.
Yeah.
Even that is a bridge. Even that's a bridge a little too far. I'm just saying.
That's a bridge.
Oh, poor JV.
Shut up, Shadow.
Retake? You must sit on the Iron Throne.
My father sat there before he was murdered.
If you did not sit on it yourself, would it not be correct to say...
Okay, go away. Go away. I hate this guy.
Yet?
You do not.
I mean, technically, if they may have sat around there as a baby.
Based on wishes and dreams.
Yeah.
No.
Symbolic,
Because
means
they wouldn't have done that.
No, she actually wasn't born. No, she was born in Dragonstone, in the.
Okay.
She was born on Dragonstone and it was one of the worst storms that had hit the eastern coast of the Westeros.
Yep.
As they were sailing away, so thus her name Stormborn.
Yep, Daenerys Stormborn.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
so she is going to talk a little bit about what she does bring to the table, and she does have a point.
And
it's a little premature. Go ahead.
And then we also find out that now that we have a term for it, she's also a dragon. She's not only a dragon writer, she's a dragon dreamer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and she also is what her brother claimed to be. She is a dragon. She does not get.
She has blood of the dragon.
Yes.
Patis, Magistar of Pentos.
Yes, we've met.
And this is where this blood starts to boil. You're getting her.
The world believed that the ages had turned them to stone. How many centuries had it been since dragons roamed the skies? But I dreamt that if I carried those eggs into a great fire, they would hatch. When I stepped into the fire, my own people thought I was mad. But when the fire burned out, I was unhurt. The mother of dragons. Do you understand? I'm no ordinary woman. My dreams come true.
Very passionate.
Okay, this is, as somebody who is superstitious, this face, he realizes he has something more than just a possible wife, in my opinion. I don't know. What is it everybody else kind of think? Because his face is like, really?
Yeah, I think because of what we find out later in this season, the next couple episodes, that there may be something to that.
I have a question real quick, JV, and even, well, actually everybody. the end of the episode, we're not going to say what happens. Do you think he might have, after this moment, had maybe something slightly to do with it, or because I can't remember what happens at the end? You know what I mean?
I think
he doesn't look surprised enough.
At the time, oh no, definitely because of stuff that happens later in the seasons. But my first watching, I legitimately didn't know.
I
he was
think at the time of this, the plan was already kind of in place and moving in that direction. Once this scene happened, it's like, okay, let's go now.
Okay. All right. So here we are.
More Charles Dance and Maisie Williams. God, these scenes are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Oh, and this is another great scene.
He's so on top of it too. Look at her. He's on.
Who taught you to read?
God, he's on top of her like white on rice.
Well, I mean, this is his chamber. This is where he holds his council meetings.
No, I know, but he is so on top of reading people. It's incredible.
Well, he's learning her. He is studying her.
Yeah.
To me one day, told me he wasn't learning. To make sense of the letters. He reversed them in his head.
Wow,
they tell of his affliction.
They could
They must accept it.
They could diagnose dyslexia then, but they resort to sawing off people's feet. Okay.
I'd actually be interested to see when they first diagnosed dyslexia. I might Google that.
They also may have tried to put nails into people's heads to cure them of dyslexia back then. So
yeah,
let's not give them too much credit.
Right. Well, he took the painful route, sat him down for 4 hours a day.
Yeah,
I would hate him too. So
that's true.
My brain's not working. How do you spell dyslexia?
DYSLEXIA.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Back to the.
I'm not dyslexic, but I was about to spell dyslexic instead of dyslexia.
Mason who could read.
He taught himself.
I was just going to Google it if nobody answered quick enough.
So Tywin is asking about Ari's dad, and he's a stonemason, and he's like, oh, a stonemason that can read. Wow, how do you learn that? He taught himself. Wow, that's interesting, and he's picking apart her little story, little bit, because he knows how she speaks and the way she speaks, that she is not a commoner.
No.
And so he's just trying to pick apart and try to get as much information as he can to find out who she is and where she's from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, also one thing, and this is kind of related to like the belief in fantasy that commoners couldn't read or do basic mathematics, but not to like the level of someone who had time to be educated. But most people, if they were a farmer, if they were a mason, if they were a miner, would still need to have a basic understanding of reading and writing, as well
if they
as
have a trade.
If
they have a trade, yes,
basic math. Yeah.
So as a stonemason, you would imagine there's also a level of reading and writing involved there.
Yes,
logging inventories and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's let them finish here real quick.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. He asked her how her father died, which is important.
Where is your father?
Loyalty.
Who was he?
A stonemason.
Stonemason who could read.
He taught himself.
Quite a man.
Okay.
Killed him.
So you're saying that's his way of saying, "Oh, bullshit."
Well, he's just processing. Like, okay, I know you're lying to me, but let's see how much I can pull out of your lies.
That face.
Oh.
That's a bullshit face right there.
You're a top little thing, aren't you?
Did. Forgive me, my lord. I shouldn't ask questions.
No. But you've already begun.
Ooh. Okay, so there, he's like, oh no, you shouldn't ask questions, but you're started, so let's keep this game going a little bit.
Because a commoner would not ask questions
About a lord.
About a lord.
To a lord at all.
However, someone who is born in the same circle, as of equal circle, would.
And then just the look that Tywin gives is like, okay, we're on to something. So let's keep going here.
Yep.
Did you know your father, my lord?
So here we get the a little backstory on Tywin's dad, who was a nice guy, but that's the problem. He was too nice for this world. He was not. He got
kind of a putz.
Well, not really a putz, just gullible.
Yeah, was it the word of the day or something?
Well,
I kind of like putz.
Yeah.
Gullible.
He was like,
an easy target.
Yeah, he was a mix of Tyrion and Mace Tyrell. He's a happy-go-lucky guy who likes to make people happy, but unlike Tyrion, who was hardened by the brutality of the world, Tytos wasn't.
Yeah, he was very much a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Okay, a better way to describe him, King Viserys.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you. Yep, he's Viserys. He wanted to keep the peace, but you don't get to please everybody. You don't get to have everybody just come together and be like,
you need the blood of the dragon to put the fear of God in them, like you little.
Or you need to lock a family in a basement and make a song about it.
Did Shadow? Did you put that under your thing? Dollar Store Shadowversity?
Shadowversity, yeah. I switched it back after you guys saw the.
Okay, Shadow. Okay, got it.
I didn't
sense.
know. All right.
It makes sense.
I do like Shadowversity.
Dollar stores.
Yeah, no, Shadowversity. That's his main channel.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We were making fun of you, but that's okay.
Yes. As usual.
Yep, exactly. Right.
You nearly destroyed our house and name. I'm cold.
I'll fetch more wood for the fire, my lord.
This is where she screws up.
She gets a little overzealous and has something she shouldn't have out in plain view.
Yeah. Put it in a pocket or something, girl. Come on.
Yeah. She's reading it out in the open, which you can see literally like right here. She's like sitting.
Because she's so dirty and covered in brown stuff, and that stands out with bright white.
Like, hey, if you can see skyline, you're wrong. You are fucking wrong. So narrating, she runs into the idiot who can't read.
Right. And he's like, well, what's this? I'm taking it to the armory for Lord Tywin. What's on it? Stuff for the armory? Well, let's go ask him. And then as she's running, you start to get a little music in the background that lets you know who she's trying to find.
Yes.
Why?
Lord Tywin sent me.
Peter Dinklage.
No. Shush.
Oh.
Lord Tywin gave it to me.
What for?
The armory.
To take to the armory.
Why would he do that? Let's go and ask him.
I mean, it's at the same time, it's like, would Lord Tywin tell her why to take it to the armory? Probably not.
No, probably not.
However, at the same time, he's not. I mean, he's a simpleton that can't read, but he has still a smidgen of common sense. Be like, taking a piece of paper to the armory?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I imagine that's not uncommon. Like you're delivering an order to like the quartermaster. Like we need a dozen more swords or outfit this unit. I think it was her delivery. She came off like she was pulling something out of her ass, and he was smart enough to realize You're trying to bullshit me. I know how to play poker. Let's go talk to the boss.
Well, I don't think it's that he knows how to play poker. It's that she is stammering, and it's a note that he can't read. So he's like, I don't know what this is. You are acting shifty. Let's go ask the boss.
Yes.
Poor attempt.
Oh, and there it is in the background.
We'll show Park, and then of course we'll back off. She's hiding. She's hiding.
Finds the wrong dude, then finds the right dude.
Got the score of this is so good. Nope.
Oh, wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
Why is this 12-year-old grabbing me?
Got his name to second.
You're gonna skip man.
A man will do what must be done.
Now!
A man cannot say.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to switch back and let it play out because we need a smidgen of a pause.
Okay.
It just I bounced it back and forth. I don't know how much the algorithm is going to be angry, but
all right.
So far, you're good.
So far we're good. I think we've balanced it well. Okay, so we'll continue playing the audio.
You must do a thing.
Okay.
A man cannot make a thing happen before it's time.
But he's going to tell Tywin he's getting away. It has to be now.
Fuck. It's like, all right.
Oh, he has a fuck face.
God.
He falls dead.
So, okay. So, and again, I have to say, the character of Jaqen H'ghar to speak in third person the entire time, it's just. And then later on in the season and the seasons to come, when Arya and Jaqen talk to each other and they're speaking in third person to each other, it's like I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
One of the better parts of the Faceless Man plotline, I think.
Oh, really? And here we have Richard Madden, Rob Stark. This little love of struck boy here.
Lady Talisa.
There we go.
I'm not sure I'm a lady. Westerosi customs are still a bit foreign to me.
It's hard to keep all the rules straight.
You're a lady.
I remember
right.
my lessons. A woman of noble
Not a lady tonight.
Hey.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Talk about
Thanks,
Rob.
Rob, in.
Rob, you can't do this, Rob.
So sure
Okay,
I'm a-
bitch, you need, Catelyn, you need to shut your fucking mouth.
Accuse a
You want to
lady.
end up like your
You really
husband?
need to be better at negotiating.
I'm writing a letter to the Lannisters. Rob.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Mother.
She's like, you're gonna fuck it up.
Mother, this is Lady Talisa.
Yes.
Helping with the wounded. She's been very helpful.
Lady Talisa. Lady Sir. Lady Talisa. My dear.
My dear. Forgive me. I do not know this name.
An uncommon name here. An old name in Volantis. Excuse me, my lady. Your grace.
Would we like to comment further on her possible on her origins, or
She's from the slave city Volantis, which would be above Pentos. It's like somewhere between Pentos and Bravos.
I'll get a map.
And there is Volantis is known for it's a bay, and it's known for this giant bridge that at the time it was made could I believe could fit like 6 elephants across it. And
I've got a map just to show people in the world where it is.
And now it's become the bridge is kind of like a big commerce area. It's kind of it's become like the main commerce area.
Yeah. So here's Volantis.
Okay.
And then just for context, Danny is over here. Most of
In
her
Carth.
seasons will be taking place over
Way
here.
in the east, yeah.
Yeah, and then Westeros is back that way.
All the way over there, yeah.
Very, very nice coming in with the sharing of the map. Look
And
at
Bravos is where?
Bravos is up here in the north.
Yep.
The actual city, I believe, is up here, or maybe
Yeah,
it's
the
down
tip.
here.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Okay.
just a little bit, just see how it feels.
That's all. That's all he wanted. And then his mom had to come in there, man.
I know, right?
Hi, Mom.
And then I believe,
Hey.
How's it going, mother?
and if I remember correctly, this is where Dany started out the series. I believe she started down in Lys.
No, she started off in Pentos.
Oh, she started in Pentos? Okay. Yeah. So just like an idea of like where she traveled.
Gotcha.
Okay. There we go. Just wanted to show that.
Mommy's
And
like
that mommy look is like, Rob,
thinking.
what have you been thinking?
Thinking with your third leg.
What?
Yes, you look positively forlorn.
You surprised me.
Shut up, bitch! Just stop talking, Catelyn. I hate Catelyn Stark. I hate Catelyn Stark.
She definitely has she has the helicopter mom vibe, but I think after the loss of I think she's still assuming that like what Arya is probably dead, right?
No.
She thinks oh, sorry, JV.
She thinks that both Arya and
that's right.
Sansa are in King's Landing.
Yeah,
It's after Bran fell from the tower, and the fact that she is away from Bran and Rickon.
It's all right.
That,
She won't be
and the
around.
fact that Ned is dead.
Yeah,
that's why she is. Like, I can understand why she does everything. She's not like a psychopath. Where you understand why she's doing it. You understand why she's being very emotionally driven.
But she needs to stay in her lane.
Yeah, she is like Cersei. She doesn't realize she's not as smart as she thinks she is.
Oh yeah, and Cersei's definitely
Being later, you might lose one's head.
Cersei's a helicopter mom too.
I know.
Not
of course, her children. Well, her oldest is a psychos that needs to be helicoptered.
Right.
And even mommy can't control that.
You have inherited your father's responsibilities. I'm afraid they come at a cost. You are promised to another.
Shut up, Catelyn.
That must be paid.
I haven't forgotten. Your Grace, my lady.
Oh, and Shadow's favorite person.
Not favorite, like top 5.
Tell you which way to go. If you know
Fire. Hold on. Okay.
Egret.
So, JV, gentlemen, stage the scene, and then I'll play what happens.
Okay. So, Tyler, did you want to start? Set the table for
Yeah, this is where John and the hot girl are keeping warm, right?
Yep. She's got so they're stopping for the night, and she's like, "There's no shelter here," and then John says, "There's no shelter anywhere." Well, there is if you know where to look. Just ask me. I'll tell you. Because I don't want to die either. And so then she convinces him to, like, you know, get close, share heat, or we can make a fire. No fire. Why not a fire? It's cold out here.
Because I don't want it. I don't want a fire.
Because your friends are. Because John thinks that she's trying to coax him into getting captured or killed.
Yeah.
Which there could be some merit to that, but at the same time, survival. So
turns out she just wants some snow dick.
Yeah, you know.
I think it's more of just like at this stage, it's a survival tactic. As we see later in the episode, and also elements of the books, wildlings will do anything to survive, and the females will use their sex appeal to the greatest extent of that.
Right, and I like the fact that no matter what, she's just talking shit to him the entire time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, she knows he's not going to kill her.
Well, yeah, and then she does
Maybe nuts.
And then she does the little she does the little movie move. Stop that! Stop what? I'm just trying to get comfortable.
Yeah.
What?
At
What do
first,
you
I think
mean?
she was still trying to seduce him, and then she realizes, oh no, this is better. It annoys him.
Well, yeah, because don't we find out?
He sprung on her.
I mean, yeah, he's well, you know,
Cut in the fields.
He wants that dirty wildling dick. I had to take your joke, man.
No worries, it's fine.
It's a good joke.
Can't believe you people.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Was I?
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Damn dirty wildling. No, they that's actually a good way to break that up. Good job, Shadow.
And she is enjoying just how it is getting under his skin. See right there, she's like, ooh. Okay, so now we're talking. Is this Roos?
Yes.
Okay, Shadow, talk about your favorite human being in this entire show.
Good favorite. So
That is.
Bruce Bolton, also known as the Leech Lord, leader of the Dreadfort.
Okay, so hold on. What are your top favorite people in this series? It's called the Leech Lord. Great, go on.
Because he bathes in leeches.
Go on.
So actually, interesting thing about the Boltons, until like a couple hundred years ago, they were rivals of House Stark.
Right.
Constantly, kind of like Starscream. Think like Starscream from
Yes.
Transformers.
Excellent,
Kind of loyal,
excellent
but always looking to
comparison.
take charge. Roose Bolton is relatively loyal to Ned, less so loyal to Rob, and always trying to find a way wherever he can to slip into the cracks and get a little bit of power back, get the ability to flay again, get a little bit more authority. And he is objectively a horrible human being, probably worse than Ramsay.
And the words of House Bolton are?
Our blades are sharp.
Very good. Now, why is that?
Because they, until Ned outlawed it, liked to flay people and wear their skin like coats, like the old Irish did.
Like very thin blades, like very, very thin.
Yeah, very
thin, very sharp.
Why do you think human beings learn to fillet stuff? It's because of people, animals, fish. You know, those thin knives, just real thin cuts.
The Boltons.
We have the Lannisters on the run. If you
I did skip forward a little bit.
Okay, so pause here. So we've just gotten, Rob has gotten the Raven from Maester Lewin. And he's like, what the fuck is going on here? And Catelyn again can't stay in her lane. I told you never to trust the Greyjoy.
Yeah.
Shut up, Mom.
And I think this right here, not like Theon doing what he did, I think is like the Zimmerman telegraph. This defined the War of the Five Kings. What Theon is doing at Winterfell, I don't think Robb would have completely won, but it wouldn't have gone the way it did had it not been for Theon doing what he did. Even if the fucking Greyjoys just raided the western coast to the north, that would not have been as bad as Theon taking Winterfell. I argue.
And I believe, and this is just my thoughts here, that Roose, seeing Robb in this state now, and questioning how he treats, questioning some of the methods when they're in camp, is like, okay, opportunity, here it is.
Yeah, I would argue, definitely based on the book, less so on the show. Roose, the entire war, was trying to set it up for a takeover. I think this is when he outright decided, yeah, I'm going to go for my takeover. But he, the entire time, was kind of sabotaging Robb here and there, questioning, niggling, trying. But this is when he fully goes, I get the kill shot. I'm fucking taking the kill shot because I literally cannot miss. This kid is a mess.
Right.
Ryan, Tyler, anything to add?
Tell your son Brandon Rickon's safety is paramount.
No, I don't have anything.
I just love it.
And then I'll take his in myself.
Tyler, just the simple answer. Tyler, do you have anything to add? No.
I did not. No.
Well, Tyler is very much interested in the boobs. So if we want the best boobs in Westeros, we'll ask him. I mean, we could ask you what you think is the best boobs of the ladies of the Fellowship.
Ladies of the Fellowship.
Yeah.
What is that?
The ones that are part of Anna, that Star Wars girl, Nina Infinity, X-Ray girl.
The fellow. Okay, yeah, the like the Geeks and Gamers crew.
Yeah, it's just.
I've got a chart over here.
You need a chart.
Fucking chart.
It's a joke. I was on a stream where we were goofing around, and it was a bunch of veterans doing veteran things. It's damn military guys, fucking degenerates. But anyway, here we go.
Are you telling me military guys talk about sex?
What? No.
They're paragons of virtue.
Yeah.
I don't know what I had to do to stay alive. I hate the Starks.
Like the Knights Templar.
Let me serve you, my lord.
How? And don't tell me to put a spear in your hand.
There are other
And
ways.
then he said, like, I've always wondered what's under there. Like, what did you think would be under there?
Other ways.
I think he was implying like size.
Okay.
Whether she had a bigger one than him.
Maybe.
You know things. Like what? How to eat dirt.
And she opens the cloak.
Savage things.
And there are the boobs. And the nipples. I mean, I have to admit, for being a wildling, I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't probably hop on her like a hand grenade.
Yeah, I imagine again, wildlings, they're not.
Well, you also have to look at it this way, right? Like, we're in Westeros. Like, there's not going to be a lot of whole top-notch stuff going on, right? So
That's
it's like
that's strange.
Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of top-notch strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in the north.
I always wondered what you had under there.
I like how she still has like just the Triforce trim. It's like you're in Westeros. That would be. Never mind. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to do that here. That's dirty.
I'll have to go back and have to go back and investigate.
and Godspeed, sir.
Yeah.
Safe travels.
Already had that.
The sacrifices we make.
Other than a miserable life.
All free people want my freedom.
You shall have it then.
You have to shove it. Have it.
If you serve me well.
I can show this part. He is such a loser, dude.
Yeah, like she's giving him the "I want to kill you" eyes, and he still wants to fuck her.
That's not the look of "I want you." That's a look of "I have a purpose," and
Those
you're
are
in the
dead
way.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're "I want to murder you" eyes.
Yeah. Okay, I can actually show this. This is poor Sansa.
Oh yeah.
It's not deep. I thought they were going to kill me. They thought so too. He hated me, the man who hit me. I saw it in his eyes. Hated me.
Is he important for anything?
Never met me before, but
Yes.
he wanted to hurt me.
Of course he did.
Why? Why would a stranger?
You are everything he will never have. Your horse eats better than his children. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I would
Yep,
have given the bread if I had it.
More than that.
I hate the king more than any.
There it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't say
Yeah,
these
I
things.
forgot about
If the
that.
wrong people hear you.
But you're not the wrong people.
And now we should make out.
I have to save her that way.
That part I can't show.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Theon passed out in bed, probably half drunk. Definitely post coitus if we're going to.
God, don't say post coitus.
Which again, as we
Yeah.
find out, I think
Yeah.
It makes it more awkward, and I will do it.
I need a shower now. All right.
Post coitus.
It sounded like you guys think Paul Heyman
As
smells.
we find out in season 3 or season 4, it probably didn't suck as bad as she was expecting. Remember, he thought Ramsay was eating it, and that pork sausage was huge.
That's not actually the thing, dude.
I walked back into the. I walked back into.
It was much worse when you were gone.
It was way
It
worse.
really wasn't. The worst
we
part is
clashed
where
it up before you came back.
the
You're
worst
welcome.
part is where I said coitus.
I am not gay.
That's for Shadow talking about like it's the size of a pork sausage. And
How about let's compare sausages, fellas. What are we doing here?
Shadow, if you go to basic training, don't compare sausage.
I won't. I'm not that fucking stupid.
First
crazy,
thing you
not
do when you get
stupid.
there, first thing is compare sausages. That's
I'm like JV, crazy, not stupid.
I'm not crazy. I'm pathologically sane.
I will send you this link of Joker saying
Shush.
that.
Well, I can actually show this because there is coverage.
There you go.
So that is a look of I will murder you.
That
Oh, yeah,
no,
definitely.
that's the look of you're asleep. All right, good. You piece of shit. You weren't even that good.
That's right. Yeah. No,
But I'm from the Iron Islands. We're known for being great archers and lovers. I take you as my salt wife. Blah blah.
Why does
blah,
she sound like
blah.
Mike Myers? Why does she sound like Fat Bastard?
She's sneaking out of bed. There's still boot bobs.
Get in my belly.
Okay, this part I can show.
God, that was great. I was so
Yeah.
good. I was amazing.
And this other guy's pretty dumb too.
Make me rounds.
What? Me? He says I'm to make the rounds.
So of course she's seducing another jackass.
I was thinking.
I guess
we are pretty dumb.
With his pee-pee.
Just in
Wildlings do whatever they can to survive.
Yeah.
And
also, men are pretty dumb.
Ironborn have proven themselves not to be the sharpest knives in the drawer.
They're arrogant losers.
Well, just a little bit of a clip from right here.
Yep. Open up that throat there.
Get the blood flowing.
Oops.
Here. Har. Yar.
Idiots.
Not like.
Shut up.
Are we all holding up stuff? What's going on?
You know, that's his John Wick pen. Look at me. I'm cool. Shut up, Shadow.
What are
I
we
need
holding
a
up?
crowbar to kill someone. You do.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know. I was feeling left out though.
Okay.
I got a flash. That kind of looks like that kind of looks wrong. It's a flashlight.
It looks like a pork sausage.
It look. I got no. I got stopped.
Wow, there you go. Clips coming. Clips are coming.
Yeah, I do it because fuck it. So, and this is the real reason here, and we will see why she's doing this.
Mm-hmm. We are PDing out of this place.
The Spice King refuses me because I'm a bad investment.
We will listen to the dialogue, but we will not show it.
The Silk King won't support me because of his business with the Lannisters, why I offend his best customer. And the Copper King offers me a single ship on the condition that I lie with him for a night. Does he think I will whore myself for a boat?
When I came to this city, I had nothing.
When I came, I heard nothing.
Nothing.
Shut up, Zorro.
What are you going to do for a boat? It doesn't sound like you're going to do anything.
Today, I am the richest.
Just I'm a dragon lady. Give
You
me
think the
both.
path from poverty to wealth is always pure and honorable.
Not money or
I have
anything.
done many things, Khaleesi, that a righteous man would condemn. And here I am, with no regrets.
And gee,
So
foreshadowing.
can you go back? Can you go back, Ryan, and just? I wanted to see like his reaction when he walks in.
That's that's a good point. Hold on. Okay.
While you do that, I'd like to point out those are his guards.
Dude, I want to see your balls.
No, those are his
Get your
guards.
balls away, Shadow. Good lord.
Those are his guards. He killed his own men.
Oh, good point.
Look at the armor. Look at the armor.
That's no, because look in the background. That's
yeah, no, so that's a Dothraki.
Yeah.
Like that's the leather, that's the brown. The other guys are wearing like a gold chain looking thing, kind of like what Danny's got on.
Okay, hold on.
With no regrets.
Going back. Are you sure?
Show it. There's like one shot where it's a lot closer. Like from a distance, I'm like, that's a lot of dead Dothraki. Also,
Yeah, they
notice
show
that guy
closer
right
to
there
the
in the
bodies. I
bottom
was
left.
just looking for the guy though.
Yeah, let's.
Right there, pause it.
Yeah,
That's
that was
horrible.
Dothraki.
No,
Those aren't Dothraki.
Was it not Dothraki? Oh, okay.
No, that's not. The Dothraki wear like that leather armor. There's a next shot where you see the dead Dothraki, and they've got like the brawn, leather-looking Dothraki armor. These guys are Zarro's slave soldiers because
Okay,
they're wearing.
hold on.
Bar the gates. Bring the bell. Slowly.
Yeah, I don't think he's expecting that.
Okay, that there is a Dothraki.
Okay. That's fair. Hold on. Let's give it a slight break.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's just a detail I noticed.
There's no reason to be sorry.
Oh shit! This
agree.
shows how little he cares about human life and how far he's willing to commit. Because a slave soldier, that's still pricey. That's still kind of expensive.
Well, yeah.
You gotta repair the armor. The monkey in it doesn't really matter, but the armor is what matters.
Mm-hmm.
The human. None
I don't
of
believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Shadow. Man.
God
What is
damn,
wrong
man.
with you? Inappropriate.
The human.
I think we need to kick him out. It's
this
unbelievable.
I think you need a
Second
time
time.
out there, youngin.
Second time.
So how's everybody doing?
Good
They're
Lord.
doing good.
Better now.
You guys having
Better
fun?
now. He didn't leave me down here with this
Yeah.
horrible child.
Look, you know what? He was abused as a child, so we got to give him a.
He was dropped.
He was dropped. Look, he was a little malnourished. He got dropped on his head, and he.
Okay.
no, it was a desk that fell on my head. Actually,
Now I feel bad.
You
Is
didn't
that
have
real?
it- you-
Because
you
now I
didn't
feel a
have-
little bad.
yeah, no. I was helping my like first grade teacher stack up the desks. I had to get my head glued closed. Like I like it actually split my skull.
Okay, Shadow.
Explains a lot.
Okay, you really didn't need to go to that detail because now you just confirmed our joke. Now, thank you. You just gave it.
You are 100%
historical-
welcome.
Okay,
We still appreciate you, young man, and your well, look
and
at
your
it this
dream
way.
ramage and your
Look-
dream ramage.
Look at this way. His autism works because he like reads books and stuff, and he's like, this and this. It's like he's like the younger
Autism works.
He's like the younger he's like the
Weird
younger
thing is that.
19-year-old male version of Brittany Venti. So God bless him.
So, are you saying that only autistic people read books?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of shot myself in the foot. Fuck it. Yeah. Okay, I see the difference.
Where are they? Where are they?
Where are my dragons?
That's her.
Was she dead?
My dragons!
Was that girl dead?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's her handmaiden.
Yeah.
Judging by the lack of slashes or stats, I imagine blunt force trauma to the skull.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk this a little bit right to here.
There you go.
Yeah, because that's the end of the episode.
Kind of important, yeah.
So they're
We
going
did
to the
not get
house.
close.
They go to the house of the Undying,
Mm-hmm.
which we will find out later in the next couple episodes.
It's a crack house.
It is a crack house, and it's for
It's actually more of a trap house.
Well, no, because until the dragons came back, it was literally just a bunch of dudes doing drugs.
Makes sense. We are still alive, so let's go around the horn. We did not get clipped. For one last time, just for Shadow, we're gonna say,
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Shadow,
just-
you
gotta watch it, man. Gotta watch it.
I'm just going for a different copyright claim to confuse the last one.
Didn't get hit by that. We're gonna
Yeah. So let's start with you people. Shadow of Hawk.
We'll start racist down there.
Yeah. What do you got coming up there?
I'm a supremacist.
Really can't.
What's going on? I've recently discovered how easy shorts are to make, so expect just a bunch of those to start coming out. I've got a video with recorded audio and a bunch of the clips and stuff I need. I just need to stitch it together, and then a couple of just like shorter, like 5-minute videos planned that I need to actually record audio for. But yeah, expect a lot of videos coming out, and then probably nothing for 2 weeks.
Outstanding.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Just spread them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do.
Record them and maybe space them out like every other day.
Yeah. And then Thursday nights, Merry Madness with Kat the Hijabi Gamer, and then seemingly a random guest, whoever we can scrounge up. As well as possibly Friday Night Royal Rumble if Ryan keeps me after that horrid comment I made about how cheap human life is earlier.
Don't.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep you because we need to keep the racism at 11 for one person, so we can blame everything on you. And so
and then random gaming streams whenever I've got time and feel like playing something.
Tyler the Redbeard.
Yeah, hey, well, once again, thanks for having me on, man. I did a most recent video was a review for Cocaine Bear, yes. And so that one's up on my channel. Just Tyler the Redbeard is the channel. And tonight or tomorrow, we're doing We Rank stuff, and it's going to be the
ladies, because he wants folks that are better looking than me, Copa, and Static, which I don't argue that.
Yeah, it doesn't take much either. But they're going to be doing the Disney animated Disney movies. So that'll be tomorrow night on my channel.
We rank stuff.
That'll be fun.
Nice. And lastly, and certainly not least, it's not me because everybody knows this is my channel, and quite frankly, nobody cares. My stellar co-host, Joker Voice, and after he's done, nobody feel free to stay. What's up, buddy? What do you got going on?
Well, this morning I dropped last week's news now, which is the regular the Monday installment. If you missed anything in the pop culture news over the last week, chance to catch up on a few stories. Wednesday, I'm dropping a video featuring a feature, if you will, of my favorite punching bag, Kevin Feige. As of right now, he is on a field trip. I sent him to I sent him to Disneyland, where he has to ride Small World on a loop the entire time he's there, and he's actually strapped into a car with Kathleen Kennedy and Victoria Alonso the entire time.
It's a very complex kidnapping scheme there.
It's a very interesting array there. I have a Targaryen woman that I need to deal with because apparently.
And then this week on Thursday, I will be on Roman of the Empire. We'll be talking about the last 4 episodes of The Last of Us. And then Friday, I'll have another video out, probably a review of Mando Season 3, Episode 1. And then be back here Friday night for Friday Night's Royal Rumble, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Which we will be talking about The Mandalorian. So we're going to let the man take a...
Toodles!
Mm-hmm.